Hello and welcome back to my channel everyone. So in today's session of learning this language, I am going to give you the 5 principles of learning any language within 6 months. Yes, I am not joking, I am telling you the truth that you can learn English within 6 months if you follow the 5 principles which I am going to describe you in this video. Along with that, the 7 action. If you implement the 7 action in your life, day-to-day life, definitely you can learn not only English, you can learn any other language. Okay, so before coming to the point, I would like to give you the short introduction of why you should learn this language and what is the importance of this language. As you know, in this 21st century, now English is not only language which belong to any particular country, it has become the global language. Okay, so in this competition area, okay, where everyone is struggling to get a good life, to get a better life, you should learn this language to create a wonderful life, to get a good and highest position in your life. That's why you should learn a language. Okay, because language play important role in communication. When you have lot of skill, okay, but you don't know how to convey that because the other party cannot understand your native language. So in this way, this language, if you know this speaking English, that will help you a lot to build your own recognition and build your personality. Okay, so you will never feel low because of this language. Okay, so that was, I think, enough to make you understand that why this language is so important in today's time. So let's start the video. The principle number 1, okay, listen a lot. Yes, when you start listening a lot, whether you understand this language or you don't understand, just listen a lot every day and everything. Try to convert your life in this language. And why I'm saying this, because if speaking is the one part, one facet of the coin, it is not the whole coin. The other facet of the this language is to listening. When you would be able to understand, your ear will be habitual of understanding this language and to accepting this language. So listen a lot. Principle number 2, which is focus on the consuming content relevant, which should be relevant to you. Suppose that you are learning this language for your office purpose, okay, you want to speak and you are going to utilize this language to have conversation with your colleagues and to give presentation. But instead of learning the vocabularies, the spelling, okay, instead of getting the more and more knowledge related to your office, you are learning the recipes, okay, in English. So what do you think? Is it going to help you? You are learning the other things which is not relevant to you. So find what is relevant to you and then start learning. For a student and if anyone is housewife and she want to speak English, so I know you should, when you learn this language, you are going to utilize it in various aspects, okay. But firstly, what is the first step? Firstly, know your content, like in which content you have to convey the message, okay. So when a housewife want to learn, what she will learn firstly she will learn like what to call the vegetables name in English, what this fruit called in English. Firstly she will learn all the ingredients name in English. So my focus here is to know what is relevant to you, okay. Do not jump in this language because this language has it is huge, you know, you cannot learn everything in English. So firstly just know yourself and then start learning, okay. Now come to the third point. third principle, which is before knowing the meaning of the word, try to understand that through body language. Okay, suppose that you watch every day any video on YouTube to learn English, okay, and you are watching that with subtitles. Okay, so rather than focusing on the word, you should also start understanding and you should learn like what is the body language, and through the body language what they are trying to give the message. Okay, so before knowing any meaning of the word, try to understand the non-verbal communication skill. Okay, now move to the fourth principle, which is become parents of English. And what do I mean by saying the become parents of this language? Because you remember, whenever a child starts learning, they do not understand the everything, every word. Actually, they do not. They understand by the facial expression, they understand by their body language of the parents. And when a child starts learning any language and when they start speaking, that time they do not use the very fancy and hard vocabularies. They do not. They say in the simple word, I drink, I eat, I'm hungry. Okay, just like this you also have to start. Become parents, which mean you should keep your sentence simple. Do not try to make your sentence and do not try to make your communication skill too much bulky. Okay, and do not try to make it very fancy, which sound very fancy, and do not do that. Just think like you are also child of learning this language, who has just started learning this language. So always keep it very simple. Okay, and also focus on the simple words which you use in your sentences. Okay, it will give you the more fluency. It will not make you hesitate when you will start speaking this language. Okay, so now move toward the fifth number, which is the most important. I have perceived it most important. Imitation. Yes, I am talking about the imitation. Imitation is important. You know why? Because in the initial stage of learning any language, you do not find yourself, you do not find your style of speaking this language. So start imitating those people or those idol people whom you follow. Okay, suppose that anyone is a favorite, okay, for you, anyone who is very important, and you just continue watch their videos, you are trying to learn from them. So start imitating them. Not only in the matter of learning this language, you should also follow them, like how they are using their hands, how they are moving, like their facial expression and gesture and the body language. Imitate all these things. Even you can imitate the sentences also. Yes, it will help you. It will help you a lot in the initial stage. Okay, so try to speak like them. Okay, when you will start copying the person, you will gradually understand yourself, and that's how you will get to know about your style of speaking this language. What's your facial expression? In the first stage we don't understand ourselves, what is our style, but when we start copying the other person, okay, our idol person, then we recognize our style. Okay, so do this. That was all in today's video. In the upcoming video I will describe you the 7th action. After implementing that in your life, you will find yourself improving. Okay, so stay tuned, and if you like my video, do not forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.